What's up, guys? It's your boy Cisco, and today we're going to be working on the Tahoe. Alright, so this is going to be a quick and simple job that we're going to be doing on it. So recently, I had a misfire, and I was checking diagnostics on the scan tool. O2 was bad. Also never did plugs and wires, so we did plugs and wires and the brand new O2 sensor on bank 1, which is driver's side, I think. So yeah, new plugs, wires. It was good for a few days. Then after a few days, it started misfiring bad again, but this time 10 times worse. So I started checking the temperatures on the runners on the headers over here, and I think this cylinder was like at, when it's on operating temperature, this cylinder was like at 220, then 260, 270, 260 something. And then on this side, there was like 2 of them that were running really cool. So I definitely have to change those out, which is the coil packs, since it's the only thing I've never done. Wiring and everything is okay, grounds are good, so I know there's no issue there. So we got the Ultima from O'Reilly. So I wanted to get the MSD ones, and I did read up on them, and they're not that reliable out of the box. Sometimes you get one that's bad, blah, blah, blah. And the only thing this car has is a big cam, headers, a tune, and it can run E85, but I need to get a flux fuel sensor because the stock ones aren't that accurate, and you could mess some things up. So I went ahead and just used, this is the OEM replacement. It's the only ones they had in stock, so I got a set of 8. So we'll see how they do. It should be plenty for the power this thing's making. It's maybe making 400, maybe 450. It's not much, but also I got another dipstick. I've been eating this thing for a while. So the shop I took it to did the cam, and then when it came to the little things, it was just frustrating here and there. But you can see my dipstick is like in a weird position. So first of all, they didn't know where it goes, so there's a pinhole there, which it never had. And then they ran it behind the second runner on the header when it's supposed to be over here. So we're gonna take this old one out, replace it with the new one, and put it in the correct orientation so it fits where it's supposed to. Because I don't even know what was going through the head. It's pretty funny though. I still had to pay for it. They're like, oh yeah, I don't know what happened, blah, blah, blah. So here we are. We're gonna replace that. It's no big deal. And let's go ahead and get started on the coil packs. All right, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just disconnect all the wires. Go ahead and disconnect the pigtails going to the coil right here. Try not to break your clips, because then you're gonna have to go get some pigtails, and you don't want to have loose coils. Oh. All right, the coils are free. I went ahead and disconnected the MSD wires and then the pigtails up at the top. And you're gonna do the same thing for the other side, so I'm not gonna record that. And all you need is a 10mm socket on a ratchet. And you're gonna take the top bolt off and the bottom bolt off, and it should come right off. All right, try not to lose the hardware. Go ahead and take off your coils. Put them aside. I'm gonna put them right here on this towel. All right, and on this side, this is where things seem to get a little bit tricky. So as you can see here under this bracket, there's a bolt right there for the coil pack. Right down there for the coil pack. And I'm gonna have to use a wrench on there. Then same thing over here. All right, well, I couldn't get that. I got that one, but I couldn't get the one on the top of there. So we're gonna use this little swivel ratchet, wrench, whatever you want to call it. Let's get those off. That one's loose. Let's get to the top one. If I can find it. All right, I think I found it. It should be loose. Oh yeah. It's a little bit of pain in the ass, but it's not too bad if you have the right tools. So, yeah. All right, as you can see, all the coil packs on this side are out. All the coil packs on that side are out. Before you put things in, just make sure they're the right part and they match and everything. Everything looks good. But on all of these, they're all good to go. So we're gonna mount these on the bracket for the coils on the engine and hook everything back up, install that oil dipstick, and then go for a test drive and hope for the best. All right, I have all the coil packs in place, pigtails all connected. Let's go ahead and tighten them down. And you don't want to torque these down all the way because they will snap. You just want to get them nice and snug. They're not going to go anywhere. So let's get that done. All right, so we have the coil packs on that side in and plugged in, and we have the new coil packs on this side plugged in. Now let's get to the oil dipstick before we start it. So I put my dipstick in the tube, and it might be a little hard to record me putting it in, but what I'm pretty much gonna do, I'm gonna run it behind the third runner over here, all the way down, and we're gonna see where we can bolt this up. There should be a 50mm bolt at the bottom of the head, I believe. So let's get that done. Lesson learned. I burned my fingertips. So I was putting the dipstick in, running it down, and it touched the starter and it was arcing, and I pulled it out right away. And I want to go ahead and I touched it. I was like, is it hot? Oh, and it was very hot. So always disconnect your battery when you're messing with any electricals, or you're going to be around anything that's an exposed wire that has power. So be wary of that. And the shit hurts. Let's grab the dipstick, throw it in, put in the new tube. Damn. She's a little bent, but she's in. I had to put some washers on the bolt that holds the dipstick tube in place because they also lost the hardware to it, and I had to remove these two wires right here. I think this is whatever. I had to remove that wire and that wire so I can get this in and have room to put that bolt in. It's all together, and let's go ahead and plug it in. And then everything is all tight, good to go. New dipstick, coils. And let's go ahead and start it and see what it does. All right, I had to find my keys. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. If it starts. She already sounds a lot better at idle, and it's just a cold start. I mean, it's a little warm, but it already sounds better and feels smoother, because when it would start, it was like shaking like bad. It was like, you can tell it's misfiring, but right now it seems pretty smooth. Now it sounds like it's running on all cylinders now. And also, since I don't have a scan tool here at home, I'm gonna just use this thermometer or infrared thermal reader, whatever you want to call it, infrared thermometer, and we're gonna scan each one of the runners once it's fully warmed up and make sure the temperatures are all even across all 8 cylinders, and then we'll figure it out. We'll see. So it should be fully warmed up, so we're gonna check all on this side first. And give or take 10 to 15 degrees is okay, but anything more than 10 is not that good. test drive? Do you think I fixed it? What is that? Dang. All right, let's go see if I fixed it. She's running pretty smooth. So when I would give it like quarter, half throttle, it would misfire. Like it would rev up. Like it would just struggle. It's like very poor acceleration. And my muffler fell off, so it's really loud. So I may have fixed the problem. So we're gonna go do a pull in Mexico, see what it does. So Mexico's kind of busy right now, so let's just do a 0 to 60 real quick. All right, we fixed it. She's running top. She's running really good. Oh yeah. I wish I showed you guys the before, but I was impatient and I just wanted to get it done. But trust me, it was running bad. Well, there you have it, guys. She is fixed and ready to go work tomorrow. Then I can give this back to my friend. Friend, shout out to my friend Jose. He let me borrow his whip for the weekend or week while I got that fixed. So he can have his baby back. I did detail it for him. It was pretty filthy. And I did the interior as well. Just to thank him for it, you know. Be a nice guy. He was a nice guy, I'm gonna be a nice guy. Well,